On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Sunday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So now the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Sunday, the day when some of the ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So whilst doing so, please remember On The Spot News Media's loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular ones and ones them out there where I deal with the finger licking chicken in the kitchen, you don't know, so today are the official red rice and roaster day. Yeah, man. And for those who traverse in the streets from Moran Point to Negril Point, as always, safe travel, pan the gravel, and continuously look out on the corner here, cause the old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerts, yeah, man. So watch this now, my peeps. In the morning here, we're going to pay particular attention in a place known as Hayes, Clarendon, but particularly in a new town, Phase 1, Phase 2. Yeah, man. And we are going to definitely pay particular attention to this controversial figure presently on your screen, known as Donald Hamilton, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Starboy. Now, I carried a vlog some time ago that featured this criminal element, and he ran to other social media users / vloggers with information trying to state his claim that he is innocent. He even went to the police, similarly to that of Tickman from over there in the Spanish Town, one other gang, where going to the police and then did a TVJ interview trying to prove his innocence, stating that he's a law-abiding citizen and is not involved in any wrongdoings. So Starboy basically did the same type of thing. So now, Starboy, you're back in the news again. You're being featured by On The Spot News Media again. And this time for more reasons than one. Now, the last time I featured this criminal element here on the channel was because of a triple knockings and clappings that took place right at his shop in Hayes, Clarendon. Now that triple knockings and clappings, my peeps, it took 3 lives. That of a 16-year-old boy known as Demario Gibson and a 40-year-old man known as Christopher Romani, aka Lucky British, not so innocent, and a man who was 51 years old at the time. He was the last one to really pass into the afterlife. He was known as O'Neill Lennon, aka Blacks, said to be a sound system operator. Now, Starboy was quote-unquote the man responsible for them 3, they end up lose them 3 points. Because Starboy's son did get chopped up and they planned a revenge and got can up 2 youth. But the 2 youth never end up lose for them 3 points. And send some man come circle them bilious and blaze up can at the shop. And I saw them 3 there end up lose them 3 points. Now the 40-year-old at the time, Christopher Romani, he's a known criminal element still. But he was just there buying some cigarettes at the shop and end up get can up in the whole thing. Now Starboy has been implicated in so many different knockings and clappings. You name it, Starboy has been implicated in it. Starboy and another well-known, controversial Clarendon top knockies and clappies who is presently behind bars. His story is for a total different time. But those two are always at loggerheads. And because of that, Starboy knows say a whole heap of star a shine pan female back. Whole heap of man want to name him food and broke the plate. But it's just a matter of time. And the good thing is, we still have decent police officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Officers like Officer Yeman Pick and team who can't be bought by the likes of Starboy. Because we know in a Starboy, we know say you have your little clique of police where you will squeeze a one thing here and there and make sure say them nice with them on your side. But guess what? Officer Yeman Pick and team still about, and he's very much aware of your wrongdoings. So any day you and him make for, you don't know the outcome of that. So Starboy, if the police not get you, your criminal element rivals will most definitely get you. Because you are doing way too much. I just recently we get to understand you got a Rocky Pint. Go collect in some straps, yeah man, and some ammunition for the strap them. And you well arms up and make sure say, yeah, you're ready for the attack claps when time it drop a your foot. But we know your mode of transportation. We know how you get around. We know every little thing where you are going with, because the eyes of On The Spot News Media is most definitely on you. So my peeps, and also to the police officers who is not on Starboy's payroll. You see, when him in at the place, he's normally driving a black Honda step wagon, something pretty much similar to that of the Toyota Voxy. Or he's been driven around in a Audi by a youth. And sometimes too, he's in a silver Pro Box driven by another youth known as Flower. Now, Starboy, we know which part your house there too. Yeah man. Right across from the original shop. We not talk about the shop where the 7 people get can up, and the shop where 3 out of the 7 there end up lose them 3 points, to include that of your stepson. The same shop we have the hog pen and the same property. And sometime you used to keep a whole heap of party right there, so. And it has a big space, so you used to use up that big space there to keep the party. Now you, Billy, and also Bobby, the youth of them call Kisco, the so-called chef, and your son, we know that that clique of persons that I just made mention of is some of the main instigators behind a lot of what is going on in his Newtown, Clarendon. Yeah, man. So, Starboy, make we start it off and talk about the strap where your thief from Paul. Paul, but more popularly known as Pablo in the streets, who is presently on your screen. Paul was from a place in a Frankfield known as Grantham. And as I stated, Paul was a tailor by profession. Now, when the tap knockers and clappers them come link Paul, a tailor man, he often lock off some strap more time for the man them. We don't know if him lock them by fear or he's totally a part of the clique where he's aligned to them, but we know for sure Sam used to lock the strap them. Now the man them they give him 3 strap and him send them on pan Starboy, cause Starboy did need some extra strength to go deal with a certain thing in the streets. So when time now for run back the strap them, Paul could have called him from now till thy kingdom come. No strap, nay a run back. So Paul have to make 2 link to certain man and certain man get to him and him run back 2 of the strap them and style the thing and hold on pan 1 of the strap them. So the 2 top man them now, where Paul used to lock the strap them for, is a brother known as Chardo Hudson, but more popularly known as Roddy in the streets, and another man known as Puppy. Now make a move over to Puppy story. Now this is Puppy and Starboy presently on your screen. Now the 2 of them I did basically peas in a pod, so to speak. Starboy was very much instrumental in the ongoing gang war between Puppy and the man them from Lionel Town, where I talk about man like Ratty, and the man them from down at Savannah Heights in a Hayes, Clarendon. So Starboy was a key factor in that ongoing gang war. Now Puppy ended up losing him 3 points in a 2018 by his rivals from Savannah in a Hayes, Clarendon. Now Puppy was set up by this man presently on your screen. This brother here who is popularly known as Ugly Man in the streets, but them call him Steve. Steve is his correct name. Now Puppy, as I stated, was set up by this man and a brother known as Ratty, and the next youth who is presently behind bars, nyam for him food and broke the plate. So what really go on now, you know, how them get for nyam Puppy food, you know, is that Ugly Man, that a Steve, call Puppy back to a party that was keeping at Topland that are right in front of Raymond's. And then him call in 2 of him knockers and clappers from Savannah that are Ratty and a next youth, and them just nyam him food and broke the plate, same place. And points to note to, you know, my peeps, this youth here, Steve, aka Ugly Man, is also a close associate of that Dan, who is presently behind bars, who is presently at loggerheads with Starboy. But Ugly Man was also taken out in a hail of bullets by another criminal element who was a farmer knockers and clappers for the Dan behind bars. Yeah, man, I saw the thing set. So watch this now. This youth here, presently on your screen, known as Jurilla or Chef, get caught up because him switch sides from the Dan where they in a prison. So the Dan where they in a prison here now team up with Ugly Man from Savannah, because Ugly Man was the Dan where run off Savannah at the time of his passing. So him team up with the Dan known as Ugly Man and can up Jurilla or Chef that some may call him. But when him get the can them, him just lay down and play dead. No farmer breathing, none at all. Him just lay there very still. in hopes that the man them would have feel same gone a shut eye country land. And said so, said done. The man them feel same cross over to the land of no return and run off. So when time the man them run off and him see say the smoke clear, him start shift up and the people him carry him go hospital and he survived that brutal onslaught. So Jurila, our chef, was hell-bent in taking revenge. And that is how this brother here, Steve, aka Ugly Man, met his demise. Yeah man, the man come near him food bilious and broke the plate. Now another youth, this youth here presently on your screen, said to be a tattoo artist. Everybody know him as Terry in the streets. Now this youth here was taken out by Puppy, who dead, and some of Starboy goons. So as I stated in my peeps, a lot of things where you see are going in a Hayes Clarendon, Newtown, phase 1. Whole heap of them thing there. Starboy have him hand in it. If him not dead when it a go on, him know a help plan it for go on. Or him use theme friend them for go deal with it. Or Puppy back in the days when Puppy was alive. So I not just know in a 2023, Starboy are going with him thing from way back when. Yeah man. This youth Terry was also from Hayes, Newtown in a phase 1. Now the next man that we are going to talk about is this brother here presently on your screen known as Mackerel. Now Starboy, we know say you and your son deal with that dirt here. Yeah man. And another man did also get caught up and seriously injured. It took place at a dead yard over the new scheme in front of Raymond's right there so. Now my peeps, we are going to talk about this youth also presently on your screen. He has since been identified as Casey Mohammed, but more popularly known in the streets as Official Boss. Now Starboy also instigated the life of this youth here. He was taken out in a hail of bullets right in front of Raymond's clinic whilst he was coming from his business place. So Starboy, my peeps, as I stated, well mixed up, whole heap of youth's life, him instigate. Some of them, as I stated, all criminals, some of them to just like himself, you know. So we not even too feel no way too bad about some of them life being taken. But people also need to understand the true nature of this criminal element here, known as Starboy. Now the last youth that we are going to talk about is this youth here presently on your screen known as Doshan Pattison, aka Dude. This youth here lose fame life a number of years ago. That is why me are telling you say yo, I don't know Starboy mix up in a wrongdoings. I don't know them youth here lose them 3 points couple years back, and Starboy was very much instrumental in his loss of life. Doshan Pattison, though, you know, is a criminal element and definitely not innocent by no means at all. He's a criminal. We're going with a whole heap of robbery, whole heap of knockings and clappings. Him going with some whole heap of little things in the place too. So when Starboy them instigate and name him food, nobody not really too feel no way about that. But now that Starboy I get out of control, we hear whole heap of uno a ball and a talk about them can deal with Starboy and the level of crime and violence where him bring in a Hayes Clarendon. But on the spot news media not really too sorry for some of uno, because I uno see him one did sit down when Starboy was just a little bruise. Uno aid and a bet and allow Starboy to become a big sore. So now him broke out and the band-aid can't cover him no more. and now wanna decide for ball. But trust me, are just the innocent people them and the regular members of Chan Public when not involved in our dirty lifestyle. Why people like On The Spot News Media and like-minded vloggers do what we do on a daily basis. It is not for you, the criminal enablers, because uno feel it, feel the blunt of the sores where uno allow for turn big enough where the band-aid can't cover it. And now maggots a jump out pa uno. Deal with it. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.